Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! Number 2. We're live again. And man, we're going to live and breathe PulseChain, PulseX, and X. So welcome to Hex Token channel. The true believers, the true hodl dogs, as it were. So welcome, hashtag Suitman, your host. And let's get into it. So we're going to have a bit of fun with this one. It's a quick presentation today. We're going to get into lots of stuff. And so let's go rock and roll. Make sure the audio is up and running. Just let me double check the audio. Audio sounds good. Woo-hoo-hoo. Loving it. I'm pumped. I hope you guys are pumped. I'm going to post some more emojis in the chat there. Very cool. Put up your hand if you put up your hand if you bought some more Hex today. Just do it slowly. If you did put up more, if you couldn't help yourself, put up your hand if you couldn't help yourself and you had to buy more Hex on the little dip. Oh my gosh, Superman bought some more Hex. Damn. Gotta be pumping. So just nice little dollar cost averaging into the Hex chain, man. So double on 2 for 1, remember? 2 for 1, a double on the PulseChain. Man. It's gonna be so fun. Man. It's my latest phrase. This is the way we go. Woohoo! Pump. Couldn't resist. And we're gonna rock it to the DMV, as we say. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Let's get into the chat. Say hello. Excuse me. We got lots of stuff. I might have a bit of a drink of water here. Cheers, everybody. And we got Hexforce in the house first. Woohoo! Hey, good one, Hexforce. Great to see it. We've got Hexforce. Lol, damn. Yeah. Well, you know me. I'm into sci-fi. I'm into superheroes. I'm into fantasy stuff. That's my style, and I love it. I love it a lot. This Nana says, OMG, that was funny. Nice one. Choked on that one. Hey, Morris from New Zealand's in the house. Hex Token channel member. Hey, fun time again. Hey, Morris, always good to see you. I hope it's pretty fine where you are. Been a bit windy and stuff, rainy. So good to see Morris in the house. Definitely, it's now says join our Discord, everybody. Definitely join the Discord. Discord is rocking it. You can get into the Discord there. We've got Discord going off here. We've got the latest video tweets going out there. We've got what's the shows just come up there. Bam. And you can smash out the likes for that. So we're going to put Superman on that one. Oof. And of course, Twitter's coming up too. Very nice. And we're going to smash that out too. So get in there and get into the general chat, folks. We're up to how many? 161 members in the Discord. Awesome. And of course, just get in there, have a good chat, say hello. Of course, we've got cool stuff there. We've got useful links. We've got video tutorials, all the good stuff there. We've got the general chat, price chats, non-crypto chats. We've got the voice. Morris is already in the voice. I don't know if Morris actually got in the voice there, but Morris is already in voice. We've got the new chat as well, new tokens. Got Risky on that, just to help out people there, and the links if we want to post the links in there. So nice, get into Discord. We're up on level 2 as well. We've got 4 out of 7 booths. So a big shout out to big thanks to Doors, Wamsy, and of course J.A. Soul for giving us the boost. We're up to 4 out of 7. We hit level 1. Now we've got to go to level 2, and we'll get all these extra perks here. 15 more server emojis, 15 more custom sticker slots, 256 kilobyte audio server banner, 50 megabyte upload for all members, 1080p, 60 frames per second, good go live streams, 1 week archive option, great private threads, and custom role icons. So really cool. I'm particularly excited about the banner that we can get up on the Discord. So that's pretty cool. So definitely get into there. All right, enough promoing there, but we'll spread it around. We've got wow, thumbnail change and waiting time. Awesome, Superman. Yeah, I thought that was pretty good. Hey, Ninja's in the house there. Good to see you, Chopsticks. And who else is in the house there? We've got that's now. Woo-hoo-hoo. Yeah, looking good there. Big welcome from Hex Token channel, of course. That guy's a good guy here. Ninja says, good to see you. And we're live. We are live. I just caught it up to it. How can you believe it? I just caught up to that particular comment. That's crazy stuff right there, man. Let's see what else we got. It's almost time. It's perfect. Yes. And CJ's in the house. Good vibes. Good to see you, CJ. Oh, man, I need to refresh. What else we got going on here? We've got D-Hex in the house. Let's go, Hexkins, Pulse Hexkins. And Hex Token is a legend. Woo-hoo! Pulse Beta's in the house. Let it be said that he is here. Staking it, bro. Staking it, bro. So I've got a small amount of liquid Hex, and that's going to give me optionality when PulseChain comes. So we'll see. I always keep have a little bit of optionality. Alex Casey is preparing for another Maximus. Woo-hoo-hoo! Go, Alex, man. You're rocking it all over. We're going to check out Maxi later in the live stream. As you guys know, we're going to cover up the whole ecosystem as it builds out. So at the moment, we were able to talk about Hex. We were able to talk about Hedron. We were able to talk about Maximus, and of course, some of the other projects popping around. Got a frog on my throat there. We've got some cool stuff to talk about. But in the future, we're going to have Pulse to talk about, the Pulse price, the PulseX price, and many other projects. It's going to be insane, the coverage here. We might need 5 people on this panel to talk about it. It's going to be insane. Sandeep's in the house. Woo, 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 woo. Good to see you, Sandeep. And once Maxi stakes, we could see 15 cents more move in price. I think you might be right there, Brennan. I think it's a pretty bullish sort of sign. I have a full Star Wars sleeve, says Ninja. Yeah, well, that's beautiful, man. That's beautiful. I love all the sci-fi, man. It's crazy. I just watched Halo episode 4, I think. It's 5. No, episode 5. And man, it was so good. I love that show. It's quite a decent length too. But I just, when it ends, I'm just like, oh man, I want the next episode as well. How do you add funds if you don't have enough gas in your wallet? I have about 12 transactions waiting to be claimed. Really? That's some crazy stuff there, Morris. Maybe we'll talk about that in Discord. Force choke that like button. Yeah, force choke. Force choke the like button. No, the power is strong with you. There is no do, just try. Something like that. All right, crazy stuff there. 161 in the Discord, absolutely growing well. One of my favorite songs, Superman 5 for Fighting. Nice. I haven't actually heard that, but I'll try and look for that. Great weather in Christchurch. Oh, good stuff there, Morris. Apparently it's really, really bad up north, so good to see that you've got good weather in Christchurch. Been missing the live shows in replay at 1.5 Superman. Early mornings. Hey, Sam, good to see you in the house there. I talk at about 1.5. So I'm surprised that you have to put the speed on 1.5 because that's how fast I talk. Pulsevator says, what's wrong with the Telegram? That's super. I prefer it, says Pulsevator. Just too many spams and I'm not logged in there. So that's probably the other two things there, Pulsevator. Brendan says, and the other thing, of course, we're expanding onto Discord. There's not much Hex and PulseChain on Discord. So we're leading the way. There are other projects like PowerShop that have gone there too. So we are going to be spearing it out. There's plenty of stuff on Telegram, not much on Discord. And Discord has a lot of crypto projects, a lot of NFTs. So we must well be on there too. There's also heavily driven a lot of BSC and Polygon projects on Discord. So we're making it, let it be known that that ETH and PulseChain in particular are going to be more represented. So cool. I meant to say the price 15 cents, not 15 move. I got that one. Talking lots of liquidity off the market. Absolutely. Great thumbnail, says PulseDoge. Appreciate that, PulseDoge. We've had some stepping up the thumbnails on this channel. Turtle Power. And DX says the Hex pump is officially started. I think so. I had to buy some today. That's all I had to do. I just had to buy some. 23 days, maybe. Yeah, about 23 days. Hex possibly to the PulseChain launch. That's kind of our target for 15th of May, and I'm feeling good about middle of May now, given the way Richard's talked and the way the sacrifice balances are coming in. So hopefully we'll get there. Hopefully they're just going to cut it off. If there's any edge cases, they can work on that afterwards, and that can be lower priority. And they've got 2 devs working on the stack balances, so hopefully that this gets cut off, and whatever little few counts that are waiting to be done, that can be Easter egged or whatever later on, or whatever, however they're going to manage that. Froz says, good morning, sir. Good to Mr. Froz. Another Mr. Froz from India. Big shout out. All right, let's get into it, folks. If you haven't gotten to Discord, definitely sign up and get in there and chat away. There's lots of stuff, like I say, useful links and video tutorials. Let's go. We're heading towards 200 people. That's our first target there. Third target, because we went 100, 150. We go on. All right, so PulseChain is coming. How to buy PulseChain. 5 ways to get PulseChain PLS. So we're going to have a look at that quickly. This is really an introduction for a lot of people. I'm finding that a lot of people, there's obviously a lot of you guys are pros out there, you know everything, but I'm finding there's a lot of new people coming in. So this is kind of just a basic one for people that are new to PulseChain. We're going to get lots of these people coming in leading up to PulseChain, and particularly after PulseChain launches, it's going to flood like a floodgate opening up. So this is one here. PulseChain is coming. How to buy PulseChain, or PLS, or Pulse as you might want to call it. 5 ways to get PulseChain PLS. Now, obviously, PulseChain hasn't launched yet. We've got PulseChain testnet 2B, which is the 3rd testnet. And of course, we're waiting for mainnet, and possibly it could launch by mid-May. That's kind of the the timing at this stage, somewhere in that ballpark. But we're waiting for Richard Hart, the founder of PulseChain, obviously to launch. And of course, we're waiting also for a block height, potentially the block height on Ethereum that's going to be forked over to PulseChain when PulseChain starts up. So we suspect that we're going to get notified of that, and that should be very bullish. All right, cool. So we're going to get into it. Here we go. And of course, got a nice red screen here for Superman. This is the way we go. See, that's the red for the Superman sign there. And of course, there we are. What we got first? We got how to buy PulseChain. Nice. I forgot. I misspelled that. I'm going to have to correct that up to the live stream. I'm not even sure if I can do that now. So let me try and do that now, actually. That's just embarrassing. That's how fast I was gaining out stuff today. That's hilarious. All right, so cool. Let's scroll out of there. Bam. And is it fixed? Still wrong now. Let's pull that up. We're going to have that correct for the live stream, that's for sure. And we're going to put that out and bam. And here we go. All right, cool. That should have updated now. Let's go for gold. PulseChain. That's what happens. Normally, every day I proof this, spell proof, and I forgot to do it today. How to buy PulseChain. Buy Hex now and swap for Pulse. So what did I do? I bought Pulse Hex today. And of course, I can either keep the Hex or I can trade it for Pulse. Or I can trade it for Pulse Hex if I wanted. But I'm going to get Hex on PulseChain. It's going to be my free copy, my free airdrop. So today I bought Hex. I bought Hex on the market. And so the market at the moment is around about 13 cents. It actually dipped down a bit to about 12.7 cents earlier. And so you can buy it on that point of view. On an hourly there, I think it was even cheaper. Actually, the last couple of hours it's done. I can't remember when I bought it, but it was under 13 cents. And yeah, so I've got the copy of Hex on Ethereum. And that's the real one that's operating at the moment. I'm going to get a copy of it on PulseChain. So 2-for-1 deal. This is after an 82% pullback in Hex. So pretty awesome stuff. And it's probably down about 77% at the moment. So pretty awesome stuff getting a 2-for-1 deal. So that a lot of people are after PulseChain. Pulse will be the fee token that you need to pay for fees on PulseChain, just like you need Ethereum or ETH to pay for fees on the Ethereum blockchain. So that's how powerful the PulseChain token is, which is a PLS, or Pulse is what we also use. That is the token that people are after, and it's going to be mad crazy. At the moment, there's only about 45,000 wallets that are getting Pulse. So not a lot of people have got Pulse. There's probably about 150,000 wallets that have got PulseX. So there we are. We've got about a 3-to-1 ratio already there. And that, interestingly enough, is what we've got a ratio on testnet as. That's interesting. But in any case, we've got Pulse is going to be sought after, needed by everybody, and widely sought after because only a few people will have it. Put up your hand in the chat if you've got some Pulse. No, just kidding. We're not doing all that all day, but I bought some Hex, so that's all that counts. Right, so we're going to get into that. So that's what Hex is at, 12.3 cents at the moment. I'm going to zoom that up there just so I can see that even better on the chat there. So boom, 13 cents at the moment for Hex, but you get a copy on PulseChain. Nice. So you can buy the Hex now and swap for PLS after PulseChain launches. Possibly that might be mid-May. Number 2, you can buy popular ERC20s like SHIB or Link or something like that. You'll be speculating, of course, whereas on Hex you will have a good probability that Hex. So if we go back to Hex, you'll have a good probability that Hex will get priced up from zero. So all the tokens that are going to be on PulseChain at the beginning, the first day or two, will be priced at zero and then get priced up by the market. And of course, we'll be able to know, we'll have a ratio between tokens at first. And then when the bridge opens up, that's when you can swap tokens between Ethereum and PulseChain. Will get a US dollar value that's we have confidence about flooding through the liquidity pools, and we'll be able to get some good prices on that. But in any case, the probability is that Hex will get priced up. And so that's what we're playing about. All about probability here, not certainty. PulseChain is not even launched, but this is how we're playing this assessment. So buy popular ERC20s like SHIB or Link or something like that. So one of the top 10, we went through the top 45 in a video about a week or so ago. And we went through, and some of the top ones that people voted for were SHIB and Link. And I think it was Mana was the third one there. So popular ERC20s, obviously you need to do your investment due diligence about that and think what will get priced up. But you could use that to ratio trade also through to Pulse potentially. So that's the second one there. And then, of course, you can trade PLSX. So if you are lucky enough to be in Sacrifice, you could for PulseX. So we had 2 sacrifices, PulseChain back from the 15th of July through the 3rd of August, and then that lasted like a mercy period phase all the way through to the 6th of April, and people got their pulse that way, and that's why there's about 45,000 wallets who own that. But in the end of December, the 30th of December through to the 25th of February, running for about 58 days, we had the PulseX sacrifice, and of course we had a little mercy period through from the 25th of February to the 6th of April there too, where people could sacrifice tokens for PulseX, and they get the PulseX. That was probably about 150,000 wallets, so that's good to give you the idea there. And quite a few people there said that they wanted to trade their PulseX for Pulse. So if you're lucky enough to have PulseX, you could do that. So it's your third option, your third way of buying. So we've got 5 ways of buying. That's your third way of buying. Number 4, you can bridge ERC20s over. I forgot to put the 20s on this too. You have to add that in as well. That's terrible. Boy, a shocker one here. But here, so we go. You can add 20 PRC20s there. You can bridge ERC20s over from the bridge. So once 1 or 2 days of ratio trading happens, then the bridge will open, and you'll be able to bridge tokens from Ethereum over to PulseChain, and you'll be able to trade that for the Pulse token. So that's the 4th one. Number 5, you'll OTC or peer-to-peer. So these are actually 2 things. The OTC is over the counter. So potentially you could over the counter, or if someone does set an over the counter up, then you could do that. That's kind of, you got to be careful with that. The alternative, of course, which is probably a safer bet, is doing a peer-to-peer between people that you know, but you'd have to have a trust relationship there. So a peer-to-peer means person to person, and you'd be able to say maybe somebody they already sacrificed for Pulse, they got heaps of it, and you know them pretty well, and they're willing to send you some Pulse if you trade some price for that. So you could possibly do that. So that's a bit more risky. It's based on trust relationship as opposed to an exchange, which is trustless. So that is the 5th option there, over the counter or peer-to-peer option. So there are 150,000 accounts out there with PulseX, 50,000 out there with Pulse, and of course you could end up doing some swaps there. So that's some options as well. So those are pretty much the 5 ways to do that. Some of them, the peer-to-peer, of course, you could do make arrangements before PulseChain even launch, so it gives you some flexibility around that. But that's pretty much how to do that. Now, what I want to do was jump over to the Hex at the moment, and Hex.com, and explore that first one a bit more. So we've got the first one here at the top here, buy Hex now, so we're going to just pull that up, buy Hex now and swap for PLS. So you got Hex.com, and at the top here you've got all the details. You can actually buy it on Uniswap, and you've got all the detail stuff here. So how to buy is at the top right. This is on Hex.com. So I'll post that in the chat there if you're after Hex. It's probably the best bet in my view. If you've missed out on the sacrifices themselves, you can get Hex, probably the best one. And of course you can click the how to buy button. That will tell you the things that you need to do. So if you zoom in on that, you'll be able to see that you need to get a MetaMask if you're new to crypto. And of course, if you've been on centralized exchanges like Binance or Qcoin or something like that, and you don't have a MetaMask where you can do decentralized trading, in other words, you've got full control, then you need to get a MetaMask, a very good wallet. Obviously, it can improve over time. Richard Hart himself is looking to do a new MetaMask wallet, so that's going to be exciting. So you can download and install the MetaMask wallet extension there on a desktop browser like Chrome. You can store and manage your Hex in the Ethereum wallet. So you can see at the top right here, there's an Ethereum wallet up at the top. You can see the little emoji there, and that little emoji at the top right there, little wolf, you can see is the MetaMask wallet. So that's what it would look like in your browser. Number 2, you can then go and buy some Ethereum within MetaMask via the wire or coin switch. So within MetaMask, there's actually a buy function there with a fiat gateway. You can do that with a credit card, I believe, so you can do that. You need the Ethereum to pay for transaction fees on Ethereum. So you can buy Hex using Ethereum or using USDC. Those are the 2 main pools, but you can route different funds, but it's not as efficient, costs you a bit more. So you can best to buy some Ethereum. So get the MetaMask. It's like your wallet, just like you would have in your pocket, a leather wallet or something like that. You can have a MetaMask, but it's a digital one. And of course, you can buy Ethereum in there, and that will go into your wallet, and you'll have the main token on the Ethereum blockchain. to buy Hex, which is currently on Ethereum. Of course, when you do that, you're going to be able to get a copy of your Hex. So number 3, swap your Ethereum for some Hex. And of course, you'll be able to visit eth.hex.com, connect your MetaMask wallet and the blue button, and trade some of your ETH for Hex. Leave some ETH in your wallet to do that. So you can do that, and of course, you can just click on that button there. That will take you to the site here. You've got ETH versus Hex, and of course, if you get say one Hex, one Ethereum, that will actually buy. That'll be $3,000 or so. That will buy you a certain amount of Hex there, to 23,448 Hex you'll be able to get on the ETH chain for one Ethereum, which is $3,008. And not only that, but that will actually, you'll get a copy of that on the PulseChain. And of course, with that copy of Hex on the PulseChain, as I say, you'll be able to go and swap that for PLS, which is the main token. So that's going to be pretty exciting. And of course, you're going to just hold on to that and let the price do its thing up and to the right. That's what we're all expecting and looking forward to. So pretty cool. You also have the option of staking your Hex also on go.hex.com. And of course, you can open up that link. And by staking, once you've bought your Hex, you can actually put that in and earn Hex interest on it, which is a very powerful way to do it. If you're doing about a year, that would be about 11.5%. If you're doing 6.4 years, that would be about 38%. So pretty powerful interest returns. But of course, you also get a copy of your stakes on the PulseChain, but you won't be able to trade them for PLS. So that's not really, if you're after PLS, that's not your best option. Only if you're wanting to make returns on Hex, of course. But in any case, you can swap your Ethereum for Hex, and that will be in your wallet. So everything's in your MetaMask wallet. You buy the ETH, and then you can swap that for Hex, and the Hex will be in your MetaMask wallet too. So that's pretty easy. And of course, once the PulseChain launches, you can decide whether you want to swap that Hex for PLS, depending if the ratio is in your favor. So that's something you can think about. So pretty awesome stuff. That is probably the main way. Generally, what we suggest that people do is buy the Hex. It's probably the best way to do it. Second is buying popular ERC20s, but that's more speculative, as I say. So you probably do better with the Hex. And then third, you can trade if you've got PLS. If you're lucky enough to have that, if you sacrifice that, you can trade that for PLS. Fourth, you can bridge ERC20s after the bridge opens, and you can do that. Or if you're lucky enough to know somebody that's got so much they don't mind giving a bit away, you could do some sort of peer-to-peer deal, and that's up to you. That is not trustless though, like the other ones, which are using exchanges. So just take that into account. So there's the 5 ways, folks. That's pretty much it. So I hope you enjoyed that quick little presentation for if you're new to crypto, new to PulseChain, you've heard about it, you're excited. This is just a little intro there from #Suitman, your host. So very, very cool. The links in the video description there for this presentation. And of course, I've updated the slight errors there. So cool. All right. So that is the link there. Nice. And of course, once you get on the market, you'll be able to see Hex trading. So once you've got the Hex in your market, in your MetaMask wallet, you'll be able to see the price trading around. And of course, you'll be able to see your Hex on the blockchain, which is very, very cool on the Ethereum blockchain. So pretty powerful stuff. Once, of course, if you do decide to do that in the future, if you do decide to stake your Hex, if you don't sell it into Pulse, you'll be able to stake that. And of course, you'll start to be able to earn Entron as well if you do stake it. So you've got a few options there. Plenty of time until PulseChain launches. Exciting. So very, very nice. Hedron at the moment, 12. You earn 1,283 is the price for Hedron, and 13 cents for Hex at the moment. Looking good. Cool. All right, so we'll jump away from there. Let's get into the chat. Say hello. We're going to go back to the presentation there, and actually we might just leave it on the Hex chart there, and we'll get into the chat first. All right, so we've got XT Hex, exciting times for Hex farm. Woohoo! Yeah, that's definitely exciting to Hex. CJ says about to mint a nut bag full of Maxi. Yeah, that's what we're going to go check out. We're going to check the Maxi. So let's put the Maximus in there. This has been absolutely doing amazing, the Maximus project. So we've got Hedron, which is derivative of Hex, and now we've also got Maxi, which are just kind of derivative products. We're using that word loosely. We've got 8 days and 18 hours to go until the minting phase ends for Maxi. And basically, people are putting Hex into a big jar, one big pool, as it were. Everyone's putting the Hex in the same jar, and of course, they get one Maxi out for every Hex they put in. They get one Maxi out, and of course, there's only 8 days and 18 hours to go until this closes off. So we're going to go launch on that. We're going to make sure that we're on the Ethereum blockchain. We are, so we're going to connect our wallets up to that. We've got a disclaimer we have to accept, so we're going to accept that. Boom. All right. So we're going to go to the dashboard. This is where you mint, of course. If you've got Hex, you'll put your Hex in and you'll be able to mint your Maxi. You have to approve the Hex spend, of course. The one you have to do it the first time. You don't have to do that afterwards, but you have to put your Hex in there and then you mint your Maxi. You can add Maxi to your MetaMask and it will show up on your wallet. We're going to jump over to the dashboard and this has got the latest results. Let's see what it is. I haven't checked, so this is going to be fun to see what the actual results are. All right, woohoo! All right, 11.1 million US dollars now in the treasury value. Amazing! Look at that. That's fantastic. And of course, how much Hex we've got in there? 86,252,000 Hex. Man, oh man, that's looking so good. So the minting phase started on day 865. It's now day 871, and it will finish on day 879. As we saw, we have less than 9 days to go. Well, it's 9 days to go. I think we had 8 days and something. I can't remember what that was, but it was not too long ago. We've got the corresponding amount of Hex that's been put in the pool. We've got the same amount of Maxi, give or take. And of course, there we are, 1 for 1. The T-shares at the moment, 12,347. And of course, I expect this to get, if we get to 150 million Hex put into the pool, I expect this to be just under 22,000 T-shares. And that would be awesome. Now, at the end of the minting phase, day 879, on day 880, this T-shares will get Hex here will get staked, and the T-shares will be minted. So you're gonna the Hex will get burned off the market, and let's argue. Let's say that Hex, the circulating supply of Hex, and the public is, let's say that it's as high as 25 million. That'd be about 0.5%. 0.5% of the supply getting burned both on Ethereum and PulseChain. Let's say that the circulating supply is not around about 4.4%. Let's say that it's much lower, around 2.5, which I'm pretty sure Gunther the Accountant said recently. That would make the amount of circulating supply around 15 billion, which is a lot lower. And of course, that would make it 1% of the supply of both chains being burned and destroyed. That would be super good for the price there. So nice. We've got the price here. This is rounded down so far. I can't believe it's rounded down to 5. That's just the coding's not right there. So we've got 6. We're going to put 6 in there. And of course, we've got the estimated year of 53.7 million. And of course, 64.9 million is the treasury redemption value. Pretty outstanding. 75 cents is the redemption value per Maxi. That would be equate to 5 Hex and 4,000 Hedron. Some pretty amazing stuff there. 497 million Hex would expect to be in the pool in 15.2 years, and when a redemption happens, and 342 billion Hedron. Although this is super conservative, it's more likely to be like this, more likely to be like 60, and not the average daily payout, but in the future the payout will be like 60. It won't be quite this high, but it would be pretty massive. So I don't know how we would scale that. Get a true average, but let's say that it's 15. Let's say it's 15 a day on average over a 15-year period. Actually, probably a bit higher than that, maybe 25 even. That would give some really different values. 144 million is what that would be worth. So at the moment, 11 million, and I think that's going to get pretty big on the scale there. So pretty interesting stuff. Very cool. And who said that was CJ was saying that he's going to mint that. So nice. J-Man says, Superman, I can't wait to see your live stream the day that Pulse launches. Woo-hoo. Hey, J-Man, I'm going to be off the roof, man. I mean, I'm just so excited about what's going on. It is super awesome. D-Light says, what if stakes end on launch day? What if stakes end on launch day? Launch day. Are you talking about PulseChain launch day? PulseChain launch day, leaning on that, then you should be fine. It's going to be the block height. So whatever the block height is, you're either going to participate or not. So if you're outside the block height, you're going to miss out. It's pretty much like that, DX. Brennan says, I can't wait to see what all the new strategies will be to accumulate once we have a price on the PulseChain market. Yeah, it's fascinating. Like I said earlier, today's live stream, that Haunted's made a new strategy with that only 50% of the loan goes to actually buy, and the rest of it is put in the pool, the staking pool on liquid loans. And so yeah, I'll pull that up actually. Might as well talk about it. It's easier when I show you a diagram than me just prattling it off, because based on some comments I heard earlier today, I've been saying something over and over and over, but someone still didn't get what I was talking about. So I need to probably get a lot more visuals as well. So let us have a look here. So this is what we're talking about. So people in the haunted strategy, we talked about liquid loans the other day, that you put the PLS in the vault and you get USDL, and then you go and buy more PLS and put that in the vault and keep circulating around. Every time the price goes up 10%, you can get more USDL and then get more PLS. So it was kind of like this with the haunted strategy circulation. But apparently haunted strategy is now done a 50-50 strategy. And so 50% goes through and buys Pulse and then gets put back in the vault. And then when the price goes up, they can borrow more USDL and circulate that. But the other 50% goes in the stability pool, and of course you get more PLS and loan token. And if the price of PLS goes down, then you can unstake from the liquidity stability pool and go buy more Pulse and put it around. So I haven't exactly seen the exact mechanism, but that's the basic idea of apparently what Haunted's been working on, because he's been trying to think about the dips and the highs and the collateral value there. So it's quite a departure from his original strategy, if that's the case. I haven't seen the spreadsheet on that, but that's what I got told that he has done. Cool. So that's a good one there. Let me just get back to the Hex price there. Now, Hex God Turtle says, yeah, I'll be running multiple TVs with a lot of streamers on PulseDoge launch. Going to be funny to hear all different opinions, but Hex Token will be on my screen, big screen. Hey, nice one, Hex God Turtle. Hey, it was funny. We did the first live stream today. I check out of courtesy to check what channels are on. And of course, I got on late, relatively speaking, because, the time zone. But there were like 4 or 5 streams running at the same time. That was insane. I came on last, so that's just the way. You want to come on first, but there's going to be a lot of streamers you want to be on first. But I came on last. But there were like probably 5 streamers running at the time. That was crazy. Just shows you how much content's out there now. It's insane how much stuff's out there. Brennan says, nice presentation, Superman. Very informative. I appreciate it, Brennan. Wrenchfest, yeah, Tortoise says Wrenchfest there. And let me just jump over to the chat there. Nice. Great presentation, Hex Token. I appreciate the Zoology. Tick that like button. Yeah. It's the first time I didn't do the spell check, so that will teach me a lesson for not doing that. Hex God Turtle, I think I'm going to get my niece some Maxi. Give them in 5 years. Nice, Hex God Turtle. That's very cool. Crypto Pace says, I hope everyone is pumped up. Whoop, whoop, whoop. I see CP's in the house. Alex Gay says, not a bad idea, Hex God Turtle. Much easier to move Maxi than a long-term stake. That's true. That's some of the benefits of Maxi, isn't it? Being able to do that. Actually, let's go. I don't know if we've got the Twitter on there. No, I have to go to Maximus Cash, don't I? Let's take that go out, I think. At the source site, I'm pretty sure. No. Yes, is that the source site? Let me find out. Yeah, so 8 days and 18 hours to go until the Maximus finishes. That will be fun. We're going to go to Twitter quickly and see what Maximus has got to do. 3,900 followers at the moment. 37 minutes ago. 5. Let's go. I don't know what else we've got there. This may end up being one of the best tokens for a trading pair in Pulse if it is approved. Pairing this with a stable will be a killer. Having the strength of 5/5 behind it may give it less impermanent losses. Just think out loud. This also tickles my fancy as well. So that's interesting. Yeah. Cool. All right. Well, I don't have a log in there, so we're going to leave it at that. Nice. Now, I did want to talk about something, so we're going to do that in a second. We'll just go through some of the chats here before we get to the next topic. Hex God Turtle, yep, my thoughts too. So if I mint the Maxi, do I lose my Hex? No, the Maxi token is an ownership token there, Will Silver. So you actually, it's just an ownership token. So if you sell your Maxi, you will lose your Hex. But if you keep your Maxi, you will keep your Hex. And all the Hex that gets put in, that the stake earns over 5,505 days, plus the Hedron at a 4x multiplier. Yeah, it is an ownership token. Moving Maxi, if life happens, is nice, but long-term stakes are generational, says it's now. Yes, you swap Hex for Maxi 1-to-1 during the launch phase. Only if you sell the Maxi for 455, that's right. Mr. Frost says, sir, what if your price prediction of Pulse and PulseX in 2 years from sacrifice price? Mr. Frost, you've asked me that 50 times. I've told you 50 times, Mr. Frost. You're funny, man. You're crazy. You're crazy. I even have audio calls with you, Mr. Frost. You know the answers to this stuff. You're crazy. I'm still holding out on doing a maxi stake now. Rush for me. All right, so I'm still holding out on doing a maxi stake now. Rush for me. All right, so okay, you're gonna do that later anyway, aren't you, Brennan? I'm still holding out on doing a maxi stake now. Oh, no rush from me. Oh, no rush from me. Cool. J-Man says 2 years Pulse will be in the top 5 cryptocurrencies. Absolutely. Pulse is going to rock this whole crypto. It's going to be insane. How do you get your Hedron with the maxi? Well, you don't, the maxi goes into the contract. So if we go back into the DApp again, I have to connect to my wallet again to show you this. What happens is that when they stake the Hex into the 555 contract, they actually added it on in their development phase. I think after the first audit in February or something like that, they add, or early March, can't remember what it was, around that very point of time, they actually added the contract code into Mint to claim the Hedron bonus. So they put that into the code, and then so they could earn the Hedron because that came in at that time. So what happens is that if you see the page, you'll actually see the Hedron being earned. Let me just scroll down. DHEX says Pulse will be in the top 5 in a matter of days. I think you might be right there. I think you might be right too. All right, so here is what else got here? So so at the bottom here, over here, sorry, you can see the Hex here. When this Hex gets staked, it's going to start earning Hex yield. At the moment, that's 0. And of course, the Hedron there, it will start earning the Hedron as well. But it won't mint it as far as I can tell. I don't know what the code of, no, actually I'll stop there because I don't know if the code actually mints it or it just accumulates in the stake. I presume that, I think it's just actually, now that I think about it, I think it's just accumulating the Hedron without minting because I think they're going for the AMR bonus. So you don't want to mint your tokens if you're going for the AMR bonus, which is the second bonus. So you don't want to do that. So I believe that they are just going to be accumulating. They're going to hit the claim button, claim their 4x bonus, and the Hedron will be minted before the stake ends. That's the way I see it happening now. And they'll just mathematically calculate it, I think, for the treasury. The other thing, of course, if you go to Hedron, the Hedron there says the AMR bonus. I don't think you can mint that. So if we zoom in on this, where did that go? What the heck happened there? Boom. What's that? What happened there? Oh, I see. I've zoomed so big there that's gone, disappeared. Bam, bam, bam. Right. So hopefully we've got that in there. There's an you can't even see it. So there's an advanced to mint ratio bonus, 0.2x to 10x multiplier if the lending goes over 50% of the total amount minted. So people are holding on for that. I believe you can't mint your tokens if you're going to participate in that. So that's my understanding there. Cool. DHEX says Pulse will be in the top 5 here. That's it. When Maxi Dodge coin, says Cal. We probably will come soon there, Maxi Cal. Thanks for the explanation, Superman. Hey, pleasure, CJ. Don't forget over 1 billion sacrifice. Don't forget that, please. Over 1 billion sacrifice. DHEX saying there. Oh yes, okay. So for Pulse, it's about 715 million, and for PulseX was about just under 1.1 billion, somewhere in that ballpark. So it's probably close to 1.85, something like that. It's a massive sacrifice. Alex says anyone can mint Hedron for Maxi contract, but it won't be distributed until after the stake ends. Yeah, but Alex, I'm pretty sure if you mint it for the AMR bonus, because I saw that on the contract too. I went through the Maxi contract, but if you mint it, I'm pretty sure you don't qualify the AMR bonus. That's my point. So yeah. It's a public function, so people can mint that Maxi stake anytime they want. Hopefully, catch the AMR bonus. Yeah, but the AMR bonus only lasts for about a day, right? So that'd be my caution on that one. But interesting. Rent chickens in the house, tortoises in the house. There, nice. we're going to jump over. Hey, welcome everybody, of course. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share, and hit the bell. Also, don't forget to get into Discord. The link's in the video description. Hey, we've got 2 more members since we started the live stream, so get in there. Our target is 200 members, and of course, you guys make it possible. And another shout out, of course, to Jaws, Wamsy, and JA for boosting the channel. We've got hit level 1 and heading towards level 2. We need 3 more boosts to get there. So if you've got a booster, feel free to throw it our way on Hex Token Discord. We've also got obviously Gen Hex YouTube in the chat as well with Craig Wedding, and of course also a moderator. Also it's now as well. So definitely, and Heinz Crypto. So definitely get in there on that. And of course all the YouTube channels will be flooding through the YouTube and Twitter like marks there. Looking good. Is that in there? That's Kendo 1. Nice Kendo 1. Love it. All right, so cool. Let us jump over to the price of Hex is at 13 cents. Now, what was I going to be doing before I got distracted? Yes, we're going to go over and have a look at PulseDoge. We will have a look at PulseDoge PLSD. Now, this is an airdrop, and it's a meme coin. It's been obviously controversial. I think it's more controversial by the way that the founder promoted it. So that's the biggest issue. Kind of confrontational, kind of weird, actually, to be honest. He may or may not be a good guy. I don't know. He doesn't answer the questions very well on YouTube. It doesn't give you a lot of confidence. But we've had a few people throw their spanner into it in terms of Matty Allen, Trayvon, and people like that. So you can take what you can for it. But we're not going to be. We're going to just let it. It's a 100-day launch or something like that. We're just going to let it be, and we're going to see. There's no rush to claim or anything. We're just going to see how it plans out for a little while and see what other people's commentary is and stuff like that. So particularly coders, you want to listen to coders about this. Now, this is speculative, remember. If you're you have to actually, apparently it's a read-only function, but that's fine if that is the case. And you need to actually, it has to read your hex stakes. And of course, your hex stakes are the most valuable thing you've probably got if you're a true hex skim. So you're going to be very careful with exposing your hex stakes to contract interactions. So that's the safety story. But we're going to take all that being said, we're going to have a quick look and see what's actually happened with this contract so far. So obviously there's a liquidity pool, and you can see it's zigzagged up here with huge volatility. There is $130,000 in the pool here for PLSD USD. So this is PulseDoge coin. PulseDoge coin is the token. And it has been quite controversial. We had a little scuffle in the Discord yesterday between some members on both sides, extreme sides, some speculative, some conservative. So that's fine. But the fact is that we're going to get lots of these airdrops, man. There's lots of these projects coming down the pipeline. So every time we see one, we have to assess it and give it a bit of time. I would be very careful, not just rushing in just because it looks like you're going to make a few bucks. That we're going to be very careful with this, especially if it's reading your hex stakes. We're going to get more stuff, for the hex stakes. People wanting to reward T-share holders, and this is just another one in that line. Now, the price at the moment, of course, has been trading some pretty volatile periods. Look at this crazy stuff, and of course, we've got the market cap at 680,000 for this at the moment. $1.36 is the current price, but look at the volatility today. It was previously up here at $1. It was $1.46, down $1.36. It was higher here. This is on the 15-minute chart. So if we go to the hourly, you can see there's not that many hours in here. And of course, if I add that up, there's not many. We take the opening price here, closing price, I should say, at $1.16. We've been as high as how high is that? That's can't even see it there. $2.60 is the high price here, and of course, we've been going for 37 hours, which is a day and 13. So day and 13 has been trading here on this particular pair, and currently that's where it is at the moment. So this is where it's been trading. And of course, PulseDoge is contract on Etherscan is here, and so this is what's been happening with it. I'm going to refresh this just to make sure it's up to date. So because this got talked about on Discord Syndicate, it got talked about by Matty Allen, so some pretty big content streamers. So it's actually had a lot of exposure now, and I'm sure a couple other people have talked about it. Trayvon, of course, is big channel too. In fact, it's up there, bigger than it's probably bigger than it's bigger than Crypto Copies. So It's pretty big channel. And so PLSD here on there, we've got 512,000 in the max supply there at the moment, and of course holders 1,154. But what I've noticed is the last couple of hours since those live streams today, and maybe just the spread of the word here, more people have been claiming their tokens. You can see a lot of shrinks have been taking their tokens here, and that's pretty big deal. So let me just go PulseDoge. I'm not sure if we got that on there. We got that PulseDoge.com. Yeah. So this is the token here on the website, PulseDoge coin. Now, I'm obviously very cautious. I'm just going to see how this plays out. It is very speculative because if you, like I say, you've got to protect your hex stakes at all costs. Now, they're only going to have a 12 million PLSD maximum. That's max supply. And of course, they've got lots of other stuff on here. We're going to jump all through that. The launch phase is only 100 days. So it's very, this is typical selling ploy when you have launch phase, just like Hedron has got a 100-day launch phase. If you give that time squeeze, that's going to make people want to rush into stuff. So that's for the adoption, just be careful there. So stuff like that. But basically, you've got the actual details here. It's based on the airdrops, based on the size of your account. And of course, we've got dabbling dolphins at 900. So they don't reward whales as much. I'm surprised they're rewarding whales at all, to be honest, given the argument that was on YouTube yesterday. They were talking about that they didn't think that whales and stuff like that do a lot of onboarding, mostly dabbling dolphins and squids. Well, if that was the case, why even reward the larger accounts? So that was a bit weird for me. And then, of course, giving relatively low amounts of drinking turtles and crabs. Of course, why won't you give a bit more to these kind of smaller ones here? So I found it bizarre. You got 5 PLSD, 12 here, 12, 25 here. These two targets here, dolphins and squids, they're the kind of the higher wealth period, right? So that's quite interesting. And obviously, also in here, there's probably origin accounts in here as well, possibly, and flooded through all these. So not possibly, there are origin accounts flooded through here in these categories. So it's kind of weird at this stage. So yeah, 900 is the top one there for dabbling dolphins. You have the 0.01% of the hex stake T-shares, and of course, if you're going to be super shark, you need 10. Basically around about 10,000 T-shares. You need about 100,000 to be a winning whale. You need 1,000 to be a dabbling dolphin. I think over 100 for swifty squid, etc. Over 10 for a tinkering turtle, etc. So over 1 for a cool crab. So that's kind of where you get your T-share numbers. So that's what's up there. So we've got 900, 750, 265. So we can actually go back to the contract at the moment, and we can actually see the people claiming here. So we've got claim tickets here, claim, and there's a 750, 100. So you can actually see what the actual size is of these. 100 is a cool crab accounts coming through. So you got all these. B25 is a 25 is a dry shrimp. So you see all these people claiming, but I've noticed just in a little wee while we've had a bit of a boom here. You got 2 minutes ago, 3 minutes ago. Look, all these claims just within a short space of time. So with all the YouTube promoters talking about it, at least these big ones, Trayvon, Matty Allen, Discourse Syndicate show was talking about it. You've got more people, and obviously now on Hex Token, you've got all these people claiming at the moment, and there's quite a few squids in there. If you can see, there's a dolphin there, 900. There's a lot of squids with 750s popping up there, and you can see a lot of squids in here, 750s, etc. So 265 is a 265 is tinkering turtles. So a lot of tinkering turtles also. So now there's currently 155 people have claimed, and 315,000 PLSD in their moment. Now, if we go to the holders, we can see that the biggest pair is that USD pair, that version 3, which I think is the one that I'm showing you. USD there. I'm pretty sure it's the version 3 pair there. So that's the one there. So that's interesting. Like I say, I wouldn't rush in. There's 98 days. Take your time. Obviously, the market price will move around. It's currently $1.30. But just be careful until we get a bit more information. We haven't had the information we need. Matty Allen was talking about checking the MetaMask ticket, but that doesn't give you detail about the contract. If there's a scam sitting behind the ticket, that can be done. That doesn't give you enough confidence for that. And of course, Trayvon was using unrect.net to check the approvals. He said that, well, he showed on there that there wasn't any compromise from the unrect.net site, which checks your approvals and things like that. So this is supposed to be a read only. So if that's fine, then this could be a very good addition to the airdrops. Once again, we probably need some coders to look at the codes. If you know any links about that, let us know in the chat there. All right, cool. That is that. And I think we're going to jump over to the Hex price there and check that out. What have we got? Someone on the Discord there. On the price chat there. We're going to jump to Discord Hex there. Nice. Let's get into the chat. Got a few more topics there. Alex says, but it's a public function, so it's up to the public to wait for the MR bonus implement, whatever the gas. That's true. Alex is right about that. J-Man says, in a couple of years, PulseX will be burning about $1 billion worth of PulseX a year. Yeah, it's going to be insane, man. Don't forget that it does decrease with the value of PulseX going up, so it's going to be pretty awesome. Crypto Pay says, love your work and dedication to educate and inform us, peeps. A very big thank you, CP. Appreciate that. And Paul says, he's the best. Says, nice. I appreciate that as well. CJ says, is Maxi and Hedron copied to Pulse? Yes. Alex says, I didn't like there was no Telegram channel and their Twitter account already banned. So being super cautious with PulseDoge. Yeah, that's a good point. So I've talked about it. And of course, I've told you that we just don't have enough info on it. I've showed that people are, with these other YouTubers talking about it, people are claiming on there, but you're putting your T-shares at risk. And so that's what I'm saying. The question's out at the stage. Well, the question's out for me. It's for me, it's not safe to claim. So that's my position. Obviously, people have to make their own decision, but that's the way at this stage. And I certainly don't like the way the founder talks. It's like a little child talking all the time. I don't know. So it's a bit silly. Every ERC20 is copied, says it's now. That's correct. And Hex Talladega this weekend. Woo! Yeah, so Cabana Crypto is going to have JJ Yelly on his channel coming up. I think it's in the next 12 hours or something. So a big shout out to Cabana Crypto, JJ Yelly, and apparently the return of the Hex.com car there as well. So that's going to be a good live stream if you like racing as well. Now, Snake Oil Salesman on the prowl. Keep your guard up, Hexkins. Absolutely, it's now. Hello, Francis in the house. They are popular on Binance from what I hear, but I'm interested in the 3 coins to rule them all. Yeah, that's what I always say. You've got your T-shares sitting there happy. You've got your PulseChain. You got your PulseX. I mean, it's going to go crazy. You don't want to lose any of that just with some little meme coin. You really do have to take care out there and do make sure we play it out there. You must have T-shares to claim PulseDoge. That's correct. The Hex. What else? Tortoise Johnny in house with the ducks. Yeah, we've got playing the ducks in the background. Let me know if the ducks gets a bit boring, but everyone generally likes the ducks. I had one person comment, so I changed the music yesterday, but we brought back the ducks. I am going to guess if it pumps hard, there will be a lot more claiming. That's true, Alex K. That's inevitable. Just need to be sure it's safe to claim. Yeah. So anyway, there's no rush. 100-day claim. Hopefully we'll get some people who have gone through the code on that as well. Yeah, I rank YouTubers in 3 different ways, but I'm not going to say it online. Let me just say that I've got 3 ranks for the way I rank YouTubers online. That's including myself. Alex K says, just need to be sure it's safe to claim. Yeah, right. Brazil says, is there a way to know the total amount of coins minted so far? Yeah, well, we looked at that. I think I'm catching up to you, so maybe I've answered that. Brazil for the PulseDoge coin. Yeah, we got the total amount minted on the contract here. So it's up here. So let me just refresh. We've got 514,000 PulseDoge coins minted so far, and the maximum was going to be the maximum possible minting. I had that up the top here. Where'd it go? Where did the max? I had that. Where'd it go? I thought it sure was at the top. Oh yeah, here it is. Here, 12 million. 12 million. So we're only at half a million of 12 million. So we'll see. We've got what's that? 500 divided by 12,000. So we're at 4.2% of the supply has been minted so far. Cool. Top Guns of the contracts looks pretty legit. Top Guns of the contract looks pretty good. Hey, Tortoise Johnny, talk to me about that in the discourse later on. Sorry, know what you're talking about there. We should ask Fashion Coder. I don't. Fashion Coder's not got the skill set. I know she's a coder, but she wouldn't have the skill set for going through that contract. Julia, I think she's a C# too. You've got to be a blockchain coder and stuff like that. I just forget the Ethereum code, but you need to know the Ethereum code for the time being. Good morning, everybody. Mr. Casey, good to see you. And Hex Token Socials, I have some family at Talladega hoping to get some good shirts and maybe a jacket. Nice. That'll be so much fun, man. Obviously, it's miles away from here. 12 million max, yeah. So 4.2% minted there, PulseDoge. Hello all. It says Lies Beneath, Hex, EHEX, Pulse, and PLX for the win. Absolutely. Lies Beneath has the strategy down pat. So nice. I always say, of course, just accumulate. Morris in the house says, thanks, Superman. You're welcome. So I always say just accumulate. And like I said today, couldn't resist. I bought some more Hex today. I'm going to get my copy on PulseChain. I'm sitting pretty happy. And cool. All right. Lies Beneath helped me out there. Solidity programming. That's it. Thank you very much, Lies Beneath. I just forgotten it for some strange reason. You guys know why? Because sometimes I forget names. It's my Achilles heel, as it were, or my kryptonite. It's my kryptonite. That's just the way it goes. All right. Nice one. Hey, cool. Looking good. All right. So get in the general chat, folks. We're up to 163 members, and if you haven't gotten to Discord, definitely get in there. Very cool. We're spreading over the Discord. That's our goal. It'll take us, we just started. We've only been 3 days, but we're going to keep going with that. Cool. Let us get out of that. We're going to jump over to the price there, and we'll just sit on that for a while. We got through the questions. Cool. I did a pretty good job today then. That's nice. We're up to 56 minutes, so not bad at all. Yeah, to definitely get into the Discord. We've got the YouTube notices coming up through here with Twitter as well. We've got useful links, which are pretty impressive. We're going to build this out into the ultimate list. We've got the general there. I've got tons of stuff I'm going to put in here. I've only just set up the basics at this stage. We've got the Pulse Hex, Richard Hart, market trading, Hex derivative projects, onboarding tools. We've got the video tutorials. These are like 2 to 5 minutes long, so you're going to check that out. There's going to be more of those. General chat, of course, for Richard Hart tokens. So we've got Richard Hart tokens there. So that's Hex, PulseChain, PulseX, and it's kind of just general chat. Then we've got the price chats there. So you can talk about all this stuff here. So we've got the price chats, heaps of people in there at the moment. So that's really good. We've got the non-crypto chat, of course, is if you want to talk about anything else other than crypto, sports or anything you can get in there and talk about. Then, of course, we've got the general voice chat below. We've got the PulseChain projects risky. I got risky on there just so that people know that's a risky chat. The people will be talking about new projects that are inherently risky in crypto. So just remember, these are projects that are going to go on PulseChain. Just if you've got a safe, if you're just in the Richard Hart tokens, just don't go in there. Just stay in the general chat and you'll be fine. But the new chat there is for talking about new projects. There's so many new projects coming. As you guys know, we had we talked about Topizo T, remember, about a week ago with the PulseChain ecosystem, and it just showed you how many projects are there, how many have buy and burn functions, and how many of them help burn PulseX and stuff like that. So you see there's just tons and tons of projects coming. Really is a big deal. And then, of course, if people do have project links, they have to put them in a separate folder here just to keep that separated so that the moderators can delete anything that may consider really, really bad. So, all right, cool. We're going to jump over to the sacrifice details. Now, we're still waiting for liquid loan sacrifice details, and we're still waiting for the testnet for PulseChain, the user interface for PulseChain to play around with. Those are 2 things we're waiting for, but apparently they're doing up to quite a lot of other things, and that includes being a validator on the PulseChain. So we're looking forward to getting details about that. Looks like we've got a couple of, we've still got Power City running for the sacrifices. So let's see where they're up to. $2,472,000 with Pulse for Power City. Let me know in the chat if you've sacrificed with Pulse for Power City. Just let us know. Just go right in PC for Power City if you have. But they're just ticking along. It's only a 1-to-1 now at the moment. So all the best opportunities were 2 to 1 way back there on the 7th of March. But now after the 22nd of March, it's gone to a 1 to 1. And it looks like it's got, is that 1 day left? Oh no, I think it's just going until the end, I think to the end of the sacrifice period. So let's jump over to Power City. We'll just jump in there. We're going to click on the sacrifice now. I'm pretty sure it's just running until PulseChain launches, possibly. And we'll just double check that. Waiting for the thing to pop up. Here's a little thing pop up. Yeah, until PulseChain launch. So, continue that. So until the sacrifice 1 to 1 ratio is until PulseChain launches. So that's cool. That's just ticking along there. And we'll go back over there and back into the sacrifices. So that's Power City. We've got Chaos. Chaos is in there too. And Chaos first. I think this is this NFTs? And bringing the world PulseChain. Chaos is the first AMM and DEX on PulseChain. So they're another DEX. Chaos provides the first bridge between PulseChain and ERC20s with the lowest trading fees and highest APY on PulseChain network. So looks like they've updated their website, doesn't it? That looks brand new to me. The trade, earn, and stuff like features on there. So that's Chaos. I'm not sure what their sacrifice is at the moment. Let me jump back and check that. So let's see where they're at. $177,000 from 560 wallets at the moment. There is going to be 9.4 billion Chaos tokens. So that's what's happening there. Their biggest one is $6,000 sacrificed. They look like they're slowly edging up on the looks of it. They're getting, look how long this is. The last day is the 30th of May for the end of the sacrifice. So they're just tinkering along there day after day after day. But you get the same ratio. They're not missing out if you come in late. You're getting the same ratio there. I don't know much more about it than what I've just showed you. So that's pretty much it. We've also got Pulse LM. Now, I haven't talked much about these ever, but this is probably the second or third time I've talked about them maybe. $285,000, 326 wallets. And they've got 285,000 PLN tokens. I'm just trying to remember. Oh, so this is a bridge, another bridge. So PLS BTC swap. So they've got a nice little, at least they've got I like how they've got a nice little example there. That's cool. Bridging Networks PLN token. So that's in there. And so I see so many projects coming onto PulseChain. And these are sort of projects you can talk about in Discord under the new projects chat. You can talk about those in here because that's what it's all about. So cool. And of course 285,000, 326 wallets, 285,000 points. I'm not sure what's happening with the time zone there. Oh, right. Okay, it looks like it's just about to finish. It looks like it's just about to close. Am I on the right one here? 1 to 2 more days. The 23rd of April, it's about to close. So PulseChain looks like it's about to close the sacrifice. Interesting. All right, cool. We've also got this PulseLorian. I think Busker, I think Alex K, I thought you had a comment about PulseLorian. You have an opinion about that. We'll have a look at their website. So there's their one here. This is the Guild of Busker Hands. I think we have talked about this before. Yeah, we have. And they're going to be doing stuff here. What is it? Sacrifice airdrop. They got storybook there about this. A bit of a storybook meme. Is it? And they got $91,000 for 186 wallets. They got 1.7 billion Bascar points there, and this is their wallet here. So started the curving bond 8 days and 17 hours. Okay, so I don't think it started. Started the bonding curve 8 days and 17 hours. A bit confusing that. I haven't checked through that. Let me just jump through. So here we are. So okay, so the bonding curve starts here. It's going to start going up, so you're going to get less points basically. In other words, for every 10,000, you're going to get 10,000 points for every dollar. And then on the 1st of May, it's going to start decreasing, and it finally closes off on the 31st of May. So you're going to get a worse rate there. So that's at 191. And PulseLorian, just trying to remember what this is. I think it's a meme coin, or is it a story there? FAQ, let's jump to that. Might have a quick answer there. What is the burn token? What is the not sure what that one is there for us. The story. Maybe we go to the story. I was hoping to have a quick about page there. Jump back there. Right. I think they're unrolling the story, isn't it, as they go on. We might have to come back to that one. That's okay. I used to know what that was, but I just forgotten it now. It's crazy. I'm reading the page too, and I still can't work it out. We've got this other one here, a PLS Speak. Now, this one actually looks pretty interesting to me. This is the one I thought I was going to cover by itself. PLS Speaks actually looks like it could be positive. Now, $38,000. Not, I think it's only been on 1 or 2 YouTube channels so far. They've got 108 wallets and 663 million Speak tokens at the moment. This one here needs big exposure. This is a community platform, really, and it does need big exposure. So it's going to need to do a lot more work around getting on YouTube channels. And let's see what it's got down the bottom here. So just opened only a week now, 10,000 points for $1, and then of course will start rising on the 15th. Closes on the 29th, so the rate gets worse. Closes on the 29th of May. So a couple of these ending at the end of May. Yeah, this one actually I think has it's probably one of my favorite potentials, but the difference between potential and actuality can be very big sometimes. Sometimes great ideas don't always pull off there, but it's going to be a 3.0 Web 3.0 social platform. I like it because you can be able to place political bets, and then you can have a game about that. But you might want to debate sports or political events and then have gambling. So it may or may not get pulled up. It's kind of a good idea, but is it a good idea that actually gets used a lot? Is the question. And of course, there'll be fee sharing probably and things like that, from what I can tell. So we're going to cover that in more detail, I think, once I do more due diligence. Let me know in the chat if you've already seen that or if you've participated in any of these. So let me go to Sacrifice again. Yeah, so let me just go back a couple of spots here. We're going to go to Sacrifices. So if you've sacrificed for any of these, let us know in the chat. So Power City with the PC, Chaos First with the KV, Pulse LN with the PLN, Pulse Lauren with the PL, and Pulse Speak with the PLSP, something like that. Okay, cool. I made that way too complicated. I should probably just do a poll, right? That's probably the way it should go. 163 in Discord now, pumping, and Hexomnium's in house. Few more weeks is adoption. That's right, Hexomnium, you're onto it. Come to Discord, everybody. Jay's in the house. Jay, everything. Morning, fam. I threw a couple of dollars at Power City. Says result it. Nice. Yeah, I think that's a pretty good bet there. I was choosing between Power City and Internet Money, and I felt that Power City was kind of a safer bet, but it ended up going with Internet Money. So I don't know. Am I crazy? I just felt like no one was doing a wallet, and of course, I knew Richard Hart was going to do one, but he's kind of looks like he's brought that forward a little bit the way he's talking about it. So because he's hiring for the devs or something. Yes, until PLS launch. Yeah. Cool. And PLS Speaks reminds me of a PulseChain version of betmoose.com. Okay, cool. Might check that out. I do know that there's other versions of that around, but I did like the idea of it coming into PulseChain. Liquid Loans is the best project on Pulse. I think so too, DX. There are a couple people that have criticized Liquid Loans, but they haven't really put up good reasons. Yeah, I'm really open. Anyone can bring up a good reason why you don't like Liquid Loans. Let us know in the chat. Get into the Discord. We like that, so we can agree to disagree on things, right? But the thing is, it's nice sometimes when people give ideas. I go, oh yeah, that's true. I never thought about that. Or yeah, that is true. That could happen. That's always positive. Get in the chat. Hashtag freedom chat. Nice. Free speech. That's what we love. All right, cool. So definitely getting in there. We've got cool stuff there. Look at CJ's in the house there, posting some cool stuff. Yeah, this is the one they did. What is PulseDoge? Yeah, so they did a thing yesterday. We did cover some of that yesterday, but this is in the general chat. So you probably want to put this in the CJ. Put this in the other chat, probably the new projects chat, I think, or airdrops. I just want to keep that out of the chat in case people find it risky. You check. We'll put that in there. Bam. I might just delete that up there, that one, CJ, just because we've had a bit of controversy around it. Until we get it confirmed, I might leave it out there and put that in the new chat there. So I hope you don't mind me putting there, CJ, just to probably a better place for that stuff. Until at least people feel more comfortable with it. Cool. I probably should put an airdrops one. I probably should make an airdrops group. What do you guys think? What do you do? Airdrop? Come on the chat. Neil's in the house. Hey Neil, good to see it. Hi all. Hey Neil Brower is in the house. Maybe I should do an airdrop one. I'm just wondering where I put that though, because we just don't know until they're confirmed. You're okay. Well, I'll have a chat with the mods about that. Let us know what your feelings are in the chat, general chat there. Just these little things, these things with risk. Risk is always the one to take into account. It's always harder ones to, because we don't want plebs being taken advantage of, do we? People that are new to crypto and stuff like that, or got hex stakes, not really know much about it and stuff. All right, cool. We're going to jump out of there. I'm going to close a lot of these down. Bam, bam, bam. And we're going to get into the hex price there. 12, 13 cents, just milling around, eh? Just milling around this hex price, man. Just feels like it's just staying there all the time. That's what happens when you're in the quiet before the storm, before the excitement starts. It's just like this. But hey, we're not having, from the looks of the price, we're not having a lot of people selling. Looks like the sellers at this stage, unless we get a flash crash or something, it just looks like people are just like, okay, we're waiting for PulseChain. It's like everybody. Imagine all the holders of wallets. What's it, 440,000 wallets total or something? Let's see how many active wallets there are at the moment. Let's go and check that out. We're going to scroll all the way down to the side. Current holders, 291,814. So everyone's, I don't know how much hex, and some of them small ones probably just next to nothing. But they're just holding, mucking around. They're not doing anything. So we're getting a few people that are staking. We had some really good staking numbers the last couple of days. So I'm not sure what that surge in staking there was from. We had a bit of a surge there in the last couple of days, 3 days. And it's gone back down to double digits now. So interesting. Actually, let's see what we've got at the moment. We've got 6 hex today, so we're back up 6, 369,000 in penalty so far. We're on day 872, and we've got 218 hex in the pool again. So we jump back up again, and that seems interesting. Why we jump so fast, so out there on the liquidity? We're at 194.7. We had the price at 13 cents, so we must have had some liquidity added to the pair because we've jumped up to 280 million hex there. That's a bit weird. So we've got the 2.1, so that's kind of weird. Our price is pretty much the same price. Okay, Alex, you must know. We've obviously had some liquidity added to the hex pair there. Deed Hex says bye bye, thanks. Bye bye, banks. Pulse Hex liquid loans are coming, bitches. Yeah, that's true. That's as bad as non-family as I can get on this channel. Hex, stake Hex, no stress. That's right. Francis got the claps on that one. Neil says, my issue with liquid loans is to lock up to 20. Oh, yes, that's true. Yeah. So that was what I'd forgotten in the presentation the other day, was the fact that it had $20,000, $2,000. And I didn't remember on live stream about that. So, yeah, true. You have to have 20,000 locked up, but you do a $2,000 borrowing. So that's true. We don't know what returns we missed from RH incentives. Maybe liquid loans up to 10,000 X Pulse. Also, Rich Hart said, beware of liquid loans. Did he? I don't remember. Did he say that? I don't remember that part. But I just got my free hex for staking. Woo-hoo-hoo. Yeah, that's true, man. Free hex. Nice. And it's now says truth, Neil. Truth. I'm not sure about the last one. I don't remember the last one. But if you post the video on Discord if you've got that. Just DM me with that, Neil, in the Discord. I just got my free hex for staking. I love that. Yeah, free hex for staking hex, man. That's the way we go. Rock and roll. I just realized how small my frame is on this computer. I'm not sure why it's so small, but that's the way we go. I don't think he said beware of liquid loans, but beware of any non-RH. Yeah, I think that's the case. I think that's what Richard says. Richard doesn't promote projects that aren't his own, which makes sense, right? This is the other thing Raj is bringing up, is that fact you're allocating, let me jump back to the hex price. You're allocating with sacrifices and stuff. I like the new projects coming on, but the fact is that you've got all these people allocating capital, and I think it's effective if the product itself is a good market fit and it actually flows back into the system. But it's actually a waste of it's inefficient allocation of capital, but it's not going into hex and pulse and things like that. So it's you got to be careful out there. A lot of people are going to get, when we get all these projects coming, a lot of them are not going to perform as well I said the number one thing you want is you want to know, if you want to have a token that lasts a long time, you want to know that there's a big community. That's the number one thing. Is this thing got a big community? And has it got dynamics? Is it on fire? Then it's got that sort of energy, and of course the Richard Hart community has that. So yeah, good point. I just got my free Hex in my stake daily. Just saying, yeah, that's right. So if you got T shares, you are getting minted Hex every day. You're getting minted Hex every day, and of course T shares have been minting over 6 Hex most days, except for yesterday. It's slightly under. We had 8.2 there, almost 8.5 almost. These are massive numbers, and of course the T shares you got. And at the moment, T shares are relatively cheap to get. $2,775. I mean, local prices, that's pretty relatively cheap, and you can see that on the actual Hex charts. We'll go to Hex charts too. I'll jump out of there, jump out of there, jump out of there. We'll wait for this chart to pop up. Hey, welcome everybody. Cheers. It's Friday night here in New Zealand. It is 6:30 in the evening on Friday, 22nd of April. Welcome to the future. Am I the most southern YouTube? I think I'm the most southern YouTube content creator in the Hex PulseChain PulseX community. And that's incredible when you think about it. It's like an epiphany. I'm just about falling off the bottom of the planet, for goodness sake. So that's pretty neat. All right, so we've got the T-share price here. And you can see that this is relatively cheap in the local period. Obviously, way back, a T-share, this is an Ethereum, is it? 1 through, so when did I get this? Something wrong with this chart, is it? 274. The heck, have they changed it? Lucky, oh no, 2000. Okay, cool. Sorry, I got a little distracted there by the Ethereum. So yeah, it used to be, $7, $5 down here. There's a log chart. There's a log scale on this chart. So 10, 100, 1,000, $10,000. We actually got close, man, to 9,200 or something. $9,200, $9,300 at the top. Doesn't show it on here, but we did actually get up there high. They had 9,104 on this chart, and that's what that was back on the 19th September. Obviously, the T-share rate keeps going up. So this, if we return back to this price, the all-time high, then it's going to absolutely moon. We've probably come back further than some people would expect, but still $2,783, a lot cheaper than this. And of course, if Hex price gets over $1, then you're looking at close to you're getting up towards half of the price of Bitcoin. $1, yeah, you're looking at probably half of the price of Bitcoin at that stage. So it doesn't take long, and that share rate's just going up to the right, and the T-share rate. The Hex price, if it goes up and to the right, you can see the T-share rate here is up and to the right. So 21. Actually, that's flattened out a little bit. Actually, it's not quite as fast as I thought. We're going through these big steps through here. Look at these big steps we're getting in the T-share rate. That was just going up and to the right. Pretty crazy. But this part of this chart is just small. Like if you see the future part of the curve, it goes up real steep. And it goes up real steep that way. It is we're just still in that early part. I don't know if you guys have seen that chart. I should probably pull it up sometime. Yeah, I've got all these charts, man. I'm not even pulling them up. I should start pulling up all these charts. I just don't want to bore you guys with too much charts because might be a bit. Let me know in the chat if you want to see more charts, because I've got some cool charts. I'm going to pull those up. LL Liquid Loans is great, says Crypto King. There's one weakness: taxes. In certain jurisdictions, loans are not considered taxable income. Great, but certain jurisdictions are recognized all crypto the same regardless of intent. That's true, CT. That's a very good observation. LLL, liquid ladies and leverage, says Neil. RH said he won't promote tokens that aren't his own, so don't trust any of them. You can't say you don't trust any of them. It's just that he won't promote them, that's all. They're a good market fit. I think that liquid loans on the whole is a pretty good market fit. But like I said, it is will have to minimum access to the loan is 20,000, as rightly corrected the other day. Superman, you rock, bro. Smash the like and share, subscribe and join. Definitely subscribe and join. I don't even know how far we been moving up here. I actually got a battery for my other computer mouse, so you guys will be happy about that. I almost had both mouses about to smash down. Hey, we need 36 more subscribers to 4,000. 4,000 subscribers. Will you be one of those 44? Let us know this time. So if you haven't subscribed to the channel, definitely subscribe and definitely share the channel. That helps also getting subscribers. We got 46. We need 46 more subs at the moment. Yeah, cool. All right, damn. Only Thursday here. Gotta wait a day to catch up here, Superman. Yeah, you gotta catch us miles ahead. We're miles ahead down here. 6:30 p.m. on Friday, and you're still on Thursday. That's crazy stuff. I love the energy of this wonderful and amazing community. Absolutely, DX, agree with you. Truth. See this now. Just helping, says CJ. I appreciate that. A good DX in the house. Join, and get the Discord up. Yeah, we're heading towards 200. G'day all. I'm late to the party, so we'll have to catch up, says Par Excellence. That is excellence. That's excellence right there. All right, cool. We want to look at anything else here? Yeah, we might as well talk about it. So this candle out here, this candle out here is the Hex Godwell. And once, of course, Maximus goes in, once Maximus finishes, it's going to sit in behind the Hex Godwell here. So that's going to be pretty fun to watch. When was that back? Yeah, that's going to be fascinating. Is that the May one there? Is it May? May 37, yeah. Was it this one over here? No, that's not. That's definitely this one. Got to be careful I don't double look all the time. Yes, we have got more Hex in the USD pair there. This is evened out more, so we've got less than the ETH pair there. Definitely some changes in liquidity. Alex K, I don't know if you can check that with the additions there, rather than me trying to find it and muck around doing that. Cool. Hey, 165. Woohoo! Discord members rocking it on. It's now is killing it with the old our superhero is now. Nice. All right, cool. 165, 35 more to get up to 200. If you haven't joined the Hex Token Discord, obviously we've also got Gene Hex, Craig Welling in there, content creator, doing an awesome job on there, and of course Heinz Crypto, and it's now in there as well. So we've got a really good team building there, and of course spreading the word on Discord. Underplayed, a huge crypto platform, but just not enough PulseChains, Hexicans on there. But we're on there now, folks. We're on there now, that's for sure. Boom, boom, boom. All right, cool. Let us jump around to got the Hex at 12.73, just on a little sell there. We've got Hedron at 12.73. So this has continued to this weaken, and so a full 85% pullback would be 1,000. So yeah, just lost the momentum there, waiting to get that final bottom. But of course, we're all waiting for PulseChain, so it's kind of holding that back at the stage. What else are we going to look at? I shouldn't get that one on there. Yeah. Anyway, so I bought more Hex today. That's the great news. So the great news, I bought more Hex today. I feel so good. It's always really good to buy more Hex. And I was back here on the day. Let's go back to the daily chart because I'm going to show you when I was buying the last time. Let's see what else we got here. So this is the last time that I was surprised. Yeah, so I was buying around here last time. So I managed to pick up pretty much most of the bottoms here so far, but I couldn't resist myself today picking up some since I came into some crypto and I thought, oh, that's kind of cool. I might as well just switch that straight into Hex. That's a Hex Maxi channel for you folks. You find some extra crypto that you forgot about, and you turn that into Hex Maxi. That's how we roll on this channel. We salute the heart of Richard Hartman, and we are full Maxi. I like that. Stand proud. This is where we go. All right, cool. I'm not even sure what this chart. That looks a bit weird. This chart. I'm not sure, but we'll keep going. Nice. Got Pugsy's in the house there. Nice. Let's bullet up that. Good to see people in the chat there. And we've got this source channel is great idea, says Galaxy. Nice. So we'll pump out some cool emojis for that. Nice there, getting in the chat there. Very cool. Bam. Who else is new in there at the moment? Galaxy. So a couple new people in there. Master Kane's in there. Nice. All right, very cool. Now, if you're a Hex Token channel member, your name will show up as purple there. And if you haven't got the purple, hit me up if you're a Hex Token channel member. Sometimes the names don't match. If you're on YouTube, you're on Discord, you've got different names. I have to know that. Now, there is on the community tab, there is a link for the Hex Token channel members. Basically, you get access to everything, but you also get a private chat there for Discord. Down here, the Hex Token channel members got a little private Discord as well. Just one of the perks of being a Hex Token channel member. That's the way we roll on the channel. So if you want to become a channel member, hit the join button. We've got PulseChain, Hexkins, and the Richard Hart Club. And of course, get into Discord and make sure you subscribe. And we're rocking it up. Francis got the heart love out there. Good to see Francis with the green hearts. Hello from Switzerland. Game On's in house. Hey, big shout out to you in Switzerland. Now, I have been to Switzerland, so that's one of the lucky things. Switzerland is another terrific country. And of course, big mountains, snowy, sunny. And the one thing I did, I went to, where did I go to? I went from Paris. I went over to Geneva. I was at Geneva, and then we took a train around to the other side of the lake there to an old medieval castle, which is kind of white around it. You probably know it all, being in Switzerland. And I think it's on one side of Switzerland. I think you have to go through all the mountains through trains and all the crazy stuff there to get to the other side. But it was pretty cool to go there. And being high up with the fresh air, it's very fresh. You feel very refreshed all the time. Pretty crazy. It was a bit of shock getting used to all the French signs though, but fortunately I've watched enough movies that could pull out a few magical words without me even realizing how much French I knew. So it was pretty funny. So a big shout out to Game in there. D Hex says peace, love, and prosperity to all, sending you good energy to delay gratification and chill. Nice one there, D Hex. That's awesome, man. All you good people in chat and subscribe, please join the Discord and participate, following all the chats. Yeah, absolutely. You could learn something or share something to others. Yeah, awesome stuff. And you'll meet us now on the chat, which is great. Late night, everybody. What's going on? Crypto Gambles in house. We are talking about everything. We've been talking about how to buy Pulse. 5 different ways of doing that. We've talked about the joining Discord. We've talked about the Hex price, the Hedron price. We've talked about the airdrop of PulseDoge and how that's been performing because other YouTubers started talking about it today. So we started talking about that, and all the people that are claiming at the moment has really jumped up there. But we're saying our position on this channel is be cautious, and we're just waiting the timeout. There's a long way to go. We'll see to find out how good this project actually is. So this is the way it goes. You can speculate, of course, but that's risking your T-shares. You do need T-shares to claim, and it is risky interacting. So just be careful out there until we have better confirmation of the quality of the contract. We've got Maximus also. We've been talking about that, and we're going to refresh this, see what the latest and greatest is. We talked about, we're going to get up to the next one, but we're going to get a dashboard there. It's amazing how many people are minting Maxi. It's been surprising. People putting Hex in there, so it has really been successful. The Maxi contract, waiting for it to update, so excuse the timing there for it to update. Go Maxi, go Maxi! Boy, it's taking ages there to update there. Come on, you can do it a bit faster. Really that long? Seriously? This is a new Mac, by the way, so it should be updating pretty fast. Oh, I'm on the wrong account. Is that what I'm on? No, I'm on the right account. That's weird. Let's try one more time. Yeah, there we are. Cool. All right, so we got 86.6 million X in the Maxi contract now. That's equivalent Maxi tokens and 12,397 T-shares. This makes it a shark, folks. So that's another shark to add to the list. So it's impressive. We'll go to the website. It tells us how many sharks there are. I'm presuming this is dynamic. It says 98 here. I thought there was less than this. I thought it was 93. So maybe this is when the snapshot was taken. I'm not sure. You have to have T-shares and it has to be at the snapshot. So I'm not sure exactly when that was. Maybe it's on the website. Cool. Paul's in the house says, I missed the sacrifice. What's the best way to buy, you suggest? Well, we went through that top 5. We'll go through that quickly here again. So basically, buy Hex now and swap PLS. That's probably number 1. We've got you can buy popular ERC20s like SHIB or Link or something like that, and possibly you might get a reasonable deal for those. But of course, this is ratio trading your first day or two before the bridge opens up, and then trade PLS if you're not in that situation, so you can't do that. Bridge ERC 20s. I'm missing the 20s up there, but I've updated that in the actual presentation and the link in the video description, so you can bridge that. It's after the bridge strategy, and then of course you could try an OTC or peer-to-peer strategy. So OTC is over the counter. If somebody sets something like that up, that may be a thing. But this last one's not trustless. You have to trust the entity or like the middleman or the person that you're dealing with. So the second one is peer-to-peer. In other words, person to person. Maybe someone's got tons of PulseX Pulse, or and you could do a private deal with them. But that's obviously a trust relationship. So the best one basically is buy Hex now, and you get the copy on PulseChain. So you can have Hex on PulseChain, and you can potentially swap that for PLS or PLX if you want PLX. So yeah, that's kind of the summary there of the presentation. Links in the video description. Cool. Nice. Hey, we've got YG in the house as well. Cool. We've got 167 now in the members. Woohoo! Let's get it. Let's get the FOMO on. Bam. We're gonna bam a few of these, and let's PulseChain that out. Nice. Good to see you in the house there. Yeah, Hex at 12.7. Picked up some up. Probably at this price actually. Somewhere in that price at the moment. And Hedron at 12.71. PLSD, which is the meme coin that people are claiming, is $1.25 at the moment. So getting sold down a little bit there at the moment. And we've got Maximus looking good. And finally, liquid lines. We're waiting for liquid lines. We're waiting for sacrifice balances. We're waiting for official website. They're miles behind with that. And I know they had a few issues with the referrals, but I don't know why they're taking so much time. The other thing, if we're waiting for the UI for that as well, that seems to be delayed as well. Obviously, they're doing a lot of upgrades to that. There's no rush for this, of course, for the testing, of course, but because obviously PulseChain hasn't launched yet. But it's getting closer, right? If it's getting mid-May, it's getting closer. And remember, PulseChain is going to look to launch at least 4 to 8 weeks after PulseChain launches. So that would be, you're going to have. They need to get some price calls like oracles type things, and of course they're going to need backups for that price call. They're also going to need to get some, some modified audits for any changes they've made to the liquidity fork code for PulseChain. They're going to need to do that. So still a little bit of stuff ahead. In addition to that, though, the team apparently are doing a number of things which are going to be pretty value added for the ecosystem. So obviously being validated on the PulseChain. They're also going to look not just to be validated, but they're doing things, I think, potentially around centralized exchange, fiat on-ramp, stable coin, obviously, with the USDL. I think they're doing other things as well. Gnosis Safe, making it public access or something, some feature around that. And some other things that they haven't told that we're excited about. Apparently, we're going to get a few announcements out soon for liquid loans. So looking forward to that. And they're doing some good content, obviously, on YouTube. So that's pretty good too. So Matt's been out there doing some good stuff there. They've got some moon math coming out on the next one here. Oh, there's a playback, sorry, on some moon math there. I haven't actually watched that one, so I'll probably watch that later with Top Gun Hexagon. Oh, that's what somebody was talking about, Top Gun Hexagon. I realised that now. It's got Top Gun Hexagon on there, so probably watch that later. Yeah, I haven't actually seen that yet, so that'll be a good one. Some stuff in there. Cool. So, yeah, we're waiting for the stuff. So lots of YouTube content, but not much on the actual project. The Gamer's House, Hyperzology. Members rock, says it's down there. They do. So definitely get into Discord there. Got some nice 6666 in the house there. That's a terrible name, but hey, that's good. Actually, the numbers I think supposed to be 669, isn't it? 669 is actually the Greek number. But hey, people put that in too. Yeah, so cool. Stuff on there. So nice. Get in the chat. Say hello. Gaiman says Paul's Outback Garden, Australia. You could buy Hex and swap. Yeah, that's true. I'm from Geneva. Oh, you are from Geneva. All right. So yeah, Geneva's pretty amazing. Now let's see if I can pull that up on the Geneva. I was talking about Geneva. And we'll see if we can pull that up and check that out. We've got Geneva there. So what's a good picture of Geneva? So that's is that Geneva? No, that's not. That's not what I want. Don't want that. Geneva. Is that Geneva? Oh, I don't even know what I'm doing there. That's terrible. We've got Geneva though. This is all Geneva. That's Geneva. So I was up in these streets here, walking around. There's a famous fountain that just goes out of the water really high. It's like really high. It's a beautiful city, as you can tell. The buildings are beautiful, very clean. The city's clean, so it's a very nice place. Geneva. Cool. Let's jump over to Hex there. 12.73 cents there. We're going to zoom up on that and post that up there. Nice. Paul says already about $500 Hex today, but once it's live, what do you suggest? 1 month, see what happens and buy through MetaMask. Yeah. Yeah, if you're accumulating, I would just say accumulate is the key. When PulseChain comes out, accumulate. You're going to have to be patient for the big X's if you're accumulating, but you're getting more volume. And obviously, so far, really the best way is, for me, seems like it depends on how big you are, what access you have in terms of accumulating more volume. If you're a smaller account, then you just hodl and just wait it out. If you've got a bigger amount, like for liquid loans, paying 0.5% maybe of good economic advantage to you, especially if you've already sacrificed for the liquid loans. You got loan token staking as well, and if they're coming out near term, that's a pretty good bonus for you. So yeah, already about $500 Hex. Yeah, that's good, man. Just keep accumulating. That's all I'm doing. What I've made 6 buys since we've been on live stream. Since these lows, I think I've done 6 buys on Hex. I've certainly improved my position quite a bit. So if we go to the daily chart here, I've been buying in here. I think I was buying in here, and then I bought just here. So there's about 5 or 6 buys there, and just accumulating. And I think my liquid position is over twice what it was before I started. So that's cool. Okay, thanks. That's easier. I will just swap. DHEX, why people still buy and love shit? Because they have 3 million followers on Twitter, and I think Elon Musk was talking about stuff about not just Dogecoin but Shiba as well. There are 3 million. John Chong, the chairman of Asia SHIB, who controls the official SHIB account on Twitter with 3 million followers, is going to be at PulseCon 2022. So that's super good. We might pull up PulseCon. It's been a couple of days. We actually had people on here. Oh, by the way, we've got a couple of cool interviews coming up on this channel. So look forward to that. We're going to be mixing and mingle with some of the stars from the community. So stay tuned. It's going to be good. I may be down in good old Kiwi land, but the internet allows us to get stuff on there. Let's scroll down here. We've got George Wentz now. So director of MAD is now one of the keynote speakers there. So that's cool. Wireless technology. So that'll be pretty good. PulseCon, 136 days to go. That's definitely counting down. What else we got going? The ticket prices are there. And we're scrolling down here. Yeah, SHIB's going to be there, obviously. That's a big deal. This is pretty much, it's got to be the biggest community, right? That out of the top tokens, SHIB community is going to be pretty much the biggest active one. Let me know in the chat what you think other big communities are. Let me know. That'd be pretty cool. Yeah, we got obviously the chairman there, John Chong there. He's going to be on the panels. So really nice. I'm just shooting through there. So I think that's it on there. So more sponsors on there. So it's slowly building. This is slowly building up. So cool. Cool to see that. So load us out there. Nice. All right, cool. The venue is actually spectacular. That venue is spectacular. So really excited about the venue there. All right, let's see. We've got Mr. Froz in the house there. We got 12.71, and we got 1.13 cents on the Hex. We're just chilling at the moment. We got the PulseDoge coin there at $1.25. I shouldn't probably talk about it too much at this stage, but people are reviewing. People are reviewing it at the moment, so we'll just see. Let people just keep reviewing it. We'll have YouTubers reviewing it. We'll have hopefully some coders out there reviewing it. So if you've got any links to any good stuff, you can put those in the new token chat. Put that in here. You can post that in here if you want to have that in there. Cool. I might have to make a separate one here for airdrops, so because we're gonna have more airdrops. It's kind of until we know that they're safe. Safety is the most important thing. It's fine if it's fine going for stuff, but if you don't know it's fully safe and you get compromised, you lose everything. You lose everything, and you're gutted. It's fine when you're in the winning. So, and PulseChain's coming up, and you don't want to be a loser before PulseChain starts. You want to be a winner. This is the way it goes. So we'll just be cautious at this stage until we get a lot more evidence about the project. With Hedron, Alex is Alex, the founder of that, was just so mature and so forthcoming and doxed and everything. It was a completely different launch, and that's the way you should launch something. The way Alex launched Hedron, that is the correct way to do it. And so I really respect Alex for that. Not only is he very clever, but that was the right way to do it. And I think that Maximus has been pretty good as well, for the most part. So I think that's been pretty well promoted as well. And it's obviously the market sees the fit there. So with other coins that are coming along, no matter whether they're pure derivative, more derivative orientated like these two projects, they need to be a bit more mature. So it's almost like they're want to be a bit more. There's millions of dollars involved in this stuff, right? So you want to be a bit more clued in. 666 says never trust anyone, only trust Richard Hart, says 666. Even verify Richard Hart, you won't mind, you can pass the test. That's funny. That is. On that one. Hilarious. All right, cool. We're going to leave it on the Hex part there. How we doing? For time, we're doing pretty good. Got a couple of comments in there. Gamon's in there, says, when did Connect say that was mind-blowing in Whale Stream about our retirement plan? What did Connect say that was mind-blowing in Whale Stream about our retirement plan in the Hex Investment Trust? Game on, when was that? Are you talking about Whale's only streamed today? Because he streamed today. He was on yesterday on Crypto Heartbeat, and then he streamed as well. So he streamed twice, I think, in the last 24 hours, I think. Let me know if that's in this link. Because if he said something, that's cool. I typically try to follow Kinetics on it, but because Whales only typically doesn't say anything about it. So he just says, don't say anything, Kinetics. So if Whales has said something, then that's that'd be interesting. That'd be interesting. So let me know if you've got the link to that game on. I'd be happy with that. You can smash me up on this. Hit me up in Discord with that. A Dolphin says, Gaiman. Oh, congratulations, Gaiman. Big shout out to you. Hey, from the rainy Mediterranean. Rainy Mediterranean. Oh, that's that. Mediterranean is normally sunny. So good to see Roman Maritz in the house. Shib is coming over the PulseChain network after launch. Yeah, that's true. Good. Hope they all see theirs and pump up Pulse. Yeah. Cal, you're making me FOMO on Maxi, lol, says Cal. That's funny, man. But paid about $50 for that bit of Hex. That's BS. Yeah, that's horrible, Paul. Unfortunately, it's like if you're in a weekend, the gas price is not as bad, but definitely is not too hot at the moment. In fact, let's go to the gas prices here. Gas at the moment, not so bad. 30 Gwei at the moment, but transferred about $2 of a token, and OpenSea $20 a swap, $17 at the moment, so that's a lot better. Oh, it went down to 28, so that's a bit better. We are heading into the weekend, so hopefully it starts cooling off. Well, at least here it's heading into the weekend. Yeah, look at all these claims. People claiming all these cool claims that are going on with this PulseDoge coin. 1 minute, 1 minute, 1 minute, 2 minutes, 2 minutes. It's not people watching this live stream, is it? That'd be bad. Don't come back to me if you're free claiming on this, and because I've told you I'm just sitting back at the moment. Yes, ETH suck big time. Yeah. How's he going? RDMs and how's doing, Superman? Any updates with PulseDoge coin? Yeah, we actually covered it today. Like, I haven't been covering it that much until we got a bit of feedback. Then other YouTubers started commenting on it. Some of them were they're all none of them will give you confidence. Like, none of the stuff. Probably Trayvon was the best one using the website Rex Unrex, I think it was called .net. But the rest of them, Maddie's one. Maddie should have done a bit more work around it. I know he thought that it was good. But he should have done more work around some of the comments he was making, because even MetaMask tickets, when they come up and they're read only, doesn't mean that there's not some malicious code somewhere around there, especially when you go onto a website. Going to a blockchain meetup there in June. Nice. That'd be cool. Building up a bat of Hex on Polygon and then bridge it to ETH for the fork. Nice one, Dog Days. Yeah, get that over. There's not much. Actually, the Sacrifice wallet controls something like 15%, I think, of the. I think it's only about 8 million Hex on Polygon. I think the Origin account got sacrificed like 15% or 20% of it. So the Origin account's like number one holder. The sacrifice account's the number one holder on Polygon for the Hex. That's hilarious. Have I actually got that on the? I don't know if I've got that on here. No, I haven't got that on there. Polyscan. Is it polyscan.com. Let's go have a look. Let's back up my comments there. Yeah, there's 7.8 million Hex there, so that's what I said on Polygon. And if we zoom on that, yeah, on Hex on Polygon, 7.9 million Hex is on there. Remember that Polygon is the second layer of Ethereum, if you're not familiar with it. So this is a second layer coin, so not the original layer 1 coin. And yeah, DTC. This is the Sacrifice account here. So it controls, like I said, 20%. So that was pretty good memory. Not so bad on the numbers. I just forget the names. It's probably the one. So 20% there, and 7.9 million on the Hex there. So 1.5 million. Hey, I got that. I was exactly perfect. That's amazing. So it's a while ago since I looked at that. So it's pretty good. 1.5 million, and that's controlling most of that. So you're in here somewhere, Dog Days. Dog Days, you're in here somewhere. Your accounts is here somewhere. We got to snoop around looking for it. Just kidding. Par Excellent says, "I love Switzerland. One of my favorite places in the world. We stayed in Beatenberg near Interlaken. Where that's that go. Dog Days. I just went into Hex main page and bought there. Nice one there, Paul. Yeah, so we had that up earlier on the Hex.com site. Hex on Poly, not the same. Yeah, well, I've done a lot of trading on Hex on Polygram. So with Hex, because it's so cheap, when Hex was like $50, $100 to trade, we were all on Polygon trading the Hex at a fraction of a penny, just like the experience on PulseChain. But it was earlier back then. Pulls out back garden Australia. I wouldn't buy through MetaMask. Fees are too high. And yeah, so I think was it a cow swap? You can use cow swap. I think is a good way of getting. I think Hex. I think somebody talked about. I haven't used it myself, but someone mentioned cow swap. It's the same as just bridge to ETH. Has crap. Yeah, $50 to $500. That's crazy. Do you suggest Polygon? I searched that, right? Yeah, well, Polygon will be a fraction of a penny, like we just looked there. It is super small. Did I post that? That's the link there if you want to check out the Hex token on Polygon. So I'll post that in the chat there, man. DHex says, okay, I got real Hex, so all good. Yeah, so you can, I don't know if you can bridge the Hex back. I sold my Hex into Ethereum, I think, and then bought the Hex back on Ethereum. But that was after I accumulated on the Polygon, because I was using yield farming to accumulate Hex on Polygon. Shim Arby is massive. Let's bring them all to Pulse. That's right. And of course, that when you get another big community coming in, you have a bigger chance of influencing other third-party communities. So it is a really good idea. Paul says, I dumped my SHIB last year and got maybe 10x. Well done there, Paul. Superstar there. DHex says, so excited, all these events coming up. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Yeah, absolutely. Woo-hoo-hoo. We're rocking it in the DMV. We love it. PulseCoin looks like a cash grab to me, says Pulse about it. I don't think so. I think it's going to be pretty good. I won't be too down. I think it's kind of a premium service of that. I think that the money is being paid for. That's not an expensive place to hire, and I think that's a good. I think that's a good way of putting PulseChain on the block with the conference. I think it's a good place. The alternative is to do an economy play, right? An economy play, and they could do that later on, and you can still do a quality economy play, but that's different. I think it's probably a good first go. I think not quite that bad. It was also, if you got the expense, if you got the top ticket, you also got the accommodation and the concierge, limo driving, all that sort of stuff. It is pretty cool. Security, lounges, it does add up quite a bit. Sorry if I've missed the newcomers to the stream. Been busy on Discord. Please join here. That's really definitely join Discord there. RDN says that's the Discord here. So we're talking about Discord here. Nice. 167 already. We're heading up towards 200. Woohoo! Join up. Join. And looking good. Let us go over to how much PulseDoge coin do you get per T-share? You don't get it per T-share exactly. You get in a T-share range, and T-share range is based on the this here. So this is the T-share range. So Winning Whales, they've basically got 100,000 T-shares. They'll get 300 PLSD, so not much. Super Sharks, they've got about 10,000 T-shares. They get about 600 PLS. Dabbling Dolphins, they'll get about 900 PLSD. So they got about 1,000 T-shares. Sooty Squid's got about 100 T-shares. They'll get 750. And these are the two ones that are getting the most here. Tinkering Turtles, they got 10 T-shares approximately, or more, and they've got 265. Cool Crabs, they've got 1 T-share or more. They've got 100 PLSD. And then Side Shrimps have got, I guess, a tenth of a T-share, 100 B shares there, and then it'll have 10 B shares here, and then I guess they got 1 B share over here. I guess that's the kind of the math there. Cool. Once again, we're just reviewing it. We're not promoting it at all. We are not. It is currently in the maybe camp, but we'll have a look and see how it performs. None, I won't touch it. Yeah, a lot of people will not be touching it. What's up with Richard Hart wallet coin coming up? That's what okay, talking about it. Hopefully the stack isn't until after the PulseChain launch. Yes, me too, Partic, since we're kind of in the same camp about that. Oops, says Pulse. Nice. Jump over to that there. Cool. All right, it's now see a Superman nodding out after midnight here in Arizona. Catch you tomorrow, and in Discord. Please join Discord, everybody watching. Would you like to chat like this 24/7? Yeah, so this is Discord really is one of two things that's going to help to extend the community 24/7 chat. And get in there. We can do video, voice calls, stuff like that. If we get to level 2, we can do video calls. So I think that's what we had up the top here. If we get a couple more boosts, I think we've got this video calls. I think this one here, audio call, and I think we do that. Yeah, audio call. Yeah, you can share your screen anyway. I think so. Cool, that's going good. But definitely get in and hit the Discord. That's the way to go. Neil says, how indicative of reality is the PulseX testnet, conservative or lunacy? Well, I think that the numbers are kind of a little crazy, but the directions are fairly reasonable, I think. So I think the 3-to-1 ratio for PulseX, for example, that kind of feels right. And we'll see how that plays out in reality, because no one really knows. but I certainly don't think it's going to be 1-to-1. So if anyone's talking about 1-to-1, I think that's a little bit crazy. So I don't know what happened there with my thing, but let me just get out of here. 1-to-1 is not how the fundamentals will work at all. So the drivers will definitely favor Pulse, in my view, and at the beginning, and then of course flow back into PulseX later on and BX. I think that some of the whales are going to pump the Hex on price. The Hex, there's going to be massive plays by the big whales at the beginning. So that's going to take a lot of retail holders off guard. They'll be in disarray because the big whales will make big moves to get lots of volume. And some of those smaller whales, maybe sharks kind of thing, will be selling into a bit of that possibly. But the volume is going to be a big game in the first period of time, all the way up to probably the first 2-3 months, but particularly at the beginning. It's going to be a massive land grab. You imagine being in the Wild West in the United States when people were trying to claim land, and of course you're trying to grab the very best stuff. So it's going to be a bit like that, right? It's going to be a massive land grab. And that includes ERC20 tokens, not just the Richard Hart tokens, not just Pulse, but it's going to be insane in the membrane. It's going to be so much fun. Like I say, there's 45,000 Pulse wallets. That people want that stuff that's in there, right? You got 150,000 PulseX wallets. A lot of people on that want to get Pulse. You got a lot of people with the airdrops coming in. They want Pulse. And it's not to do with the maths, right? The maths is pretty clear with PulseX. With the buy and burn, it's pretty magical, but it's not to do with that. It's to do with the native token. The fact that there's not relatively much around there. There's also about 12.4 trillion Pulse and about 17 trillion PulseX. And but there is also the AMM bot maker with about 3.2 trillion on top of that. So they're pretty close to even in terms of volume. PulseX still slightly more abundant, but yeah, it's going to be fascinating. The rest of it's in the Origin accounts or the Pulse 1% account, and that's Pulse is particularly dominated by the Origin accounts as opposed compared to the relativity on PulseX, which is more like a 1977% comparison. So interesting. 3.1. What are we at the moment? 3.1. So we're at 3.12 at the moment. I think this is, if we have a look at the month chart there, we can see that we've pretty much been at this like we're all the way back here the 22nd of I've got the March there 24th. And we're going through March there on the testnet, and you can see that we've pretty much been like 3. So the direction feels kind of good. The direction's probably more indicated as just a testnet. People mucking around. There's hardly anybody on here if you think about it. A lot of these volumes are just manipulated volumes. I really botched up that. I really botched up my ticket there. So yeah, a lot of these volumes just all made up fictional, but they kind of look real. They feel real because you look at these chains here. You go, yeah, we're doing back here. We're doing $1 billion of trade volume. That feels real, right? We do $1 billion. That's like $700,000 worth of buy and burn. So it kind of feels right. But this is all just fictional, right? There's hardly anybody on here, and a lot of these volumes are just being played around with by people with lots of bags mucking around. Near 2.47, 1.6. It's fizzled off lately. So somebody was playing around yesterday, the other couple of days. The prices have eased off here. We've got Pulse at 0054. I'm sure everybody will be pretty happy with these prices. 0017 for PulseX at the moment. So interesting there. 3-to-1, 3-to-1 ratio as well. Hex at $1.25. That's our goal. That's our goal price. So that's kind of attractive. We're headed towards the dollar. That's kind of the next rally, as it were. This is Overwatch's Rack and Rochelle's kind of expectation for 2 years is like $1.20, 25, something like that. So yeah, cool. We've got lots of stuff happening, folks. There's the PulseLorian token there as well. But this is all fictional. I just think that the trend is your friend, and I definitely think, as I've just said, that the PulseX is looking pretty bullish. Pulse is looking going to be a pretty big demand. Highly conservative, highly recommended, says Hex here. Dog Stake says only 20 plus tokens on testnet, and it will have thousands of transactions that take place. It's going to be insane. Yeah, there's lots of stuff's not even been added in there, Dog Days. That's why. I.e. the farming and incentive tokens. Yep. While Richard's still working on the incentive tokens and the farming rewards, the full rewards. We saw that in a comment that he made on Twitter yesterday. If we go to Richard Hart, you made a comment. Where was it? Yeah. This one here. This. Oh, I thought I had that, man. I thought I had it. I thought I had it, man. I lost it again. No, rabbits. No, I gotta find it, man. Did you notice it raised 27 million for cents? No, I lost it again. Sorry, guys. This popped up there. That didn't show up at all. All right, so we'll forget that one. Good night, all says it's now. A good night. And it's now says it's got the emojis in there. Nice one. Hey, we're up to 2 hours, folks. So I'm going to end the live stream here. This is number 2. And we had a good fun with that one. Catch us tomorrow, of course. Tomorrow in the live stream. We're doing that too. It's going to warm up. We're in that quiet spot. So get yourself entertained. Learn as much as you can. Accumulate as much as you can. Get yourself strongly positioned for PulseChain. That is the number 1 recommendation. We're going to get into a lot more stuff like that on this channel. Thanks for watching. And boom. Let's go for gold. Woo-hoo-hoo. It's dinner time for me, man. Dinner time for me. It is currently 7:15 p.m. on Friday, 22nd of April here, folks. That is what it is. Thanks for watching. 2 hours is the live stream. Take care now. And if you know how we roll, smash the emojis on the way up. Hex Gold Turtle has led the way. And I'm going to post them myself. Bam, 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 bam. Bam, bam. And definitely subscribe to the channel. Hit the like button on the way up. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the like button on the way out. That's how we roll. Hit the bell, of course, for future videos. And if you want to join as a channel member, hit the join button. We're 1 member away from getting another emoji in the live chat there. So we've got PulseSkins, Xskins, and Richard Hart Club. Get into that. And of course, get into Discord. Because we're going to be rocking. It's going to be on fire community with lots of great information as we lead up to PulseChain launch. So definitely get in there and get chatting away 24/7. That's how we rock and roll. Big shout out to Craig Wadding, Gen X, and of course it's now, and of course Heinz Crypto as well, who are big parts of this content creative community as well. So take care, everybody. It's now says what we've got here. Dog Day says great show, breakfast here. A nice one. Enjoy yourself, Dog Days. And Superman rocks. Woo-hoo-hoo. It's now. A good one. Sleep well there. It's now. And love your work, says Neil. Nice to see you, Neil. Par Excellence says thanks, Superman. Rock on. And yeah, join Discord. That's the final message. All right, take care out there. Look after yourself. Bye for now.